What's up, y'all? I'm Madeline. This is Madeline. We are not in the studio again, but that's okay because you can practice from anywhere, the floor of your living room or hotel room or outside, wherever you find yourself. We're going to be getting into the back today along the entire chain of the spine, including just a little bit of neck mobility and range of motion focus at the beginning. You don't need any props for this practice. So it's a little bit less flowy, again, more anatomical and kind of alignment and range of motion focused, but just 20 minutes, and it's great for any kind of spinal strength, back strength, or a little bit of stretch after a workout or just whenever throughout the day. So let's get into it. So we're actually going to start this practice with a little bit of breath. Take a seat. Any easy, comfortable seat will work. With the inhale, we're just going to be simply breathing in through the nose. With the exhales, though, I want you to focus on squeezing through the pelvic core and then driving the belly button in and up without flexing through the spine, without hunching through the back or finding that tilt through the pelvis in order to do so. So we're going to place 2 fingers or peace fingers on the top points of each hip bone. We're going to use that as our guide to make sure that we stay neutral through the hips for 5 rounds of breath. Okay, so let all of your air go. And then deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, pull up through the belly button. Up, up, up. You should feel that tightness on your hips and then let it go. Breathe in. Exhale. Belly button up and in. Feel that tightness along the hips, lower abdominals. And breathe in. Exhale. Pull it in. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. You might find yourself getting a little bit warmer. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale. Good. Relax. Okay, as promised, we're going to get started with a little bit of neck mobility. So I'm actually going to put my hair up just so that you can see what it is that we're doing. The purpose of the next minute or 2 of stretches that we'll find through the neck are primarily just to notice areas that might feel a little bit sticky or crunchy, and just trying to keep the pace of what it is that we're doing the same throughout as best as you can. Probably are a little bit confusing as you don't know what the heck we're doing, but take a deep breath in, and on the exhale we will start. So chin tucks down to your chest. Now take your chin and follow along the line of your right collarbone so that your chin eventually meets right shoulder. And now pretend like you're pouring water out of your right ear over the back of your right shoulder. Now open up, send the back of the head directly back behind you, and now pour that water out of your left ear over left shoulder. Chin follows along the line of left collarbone until you come back to center. Then we go the other way. Chin follows along the line of left collarbone. Pour the water out of left ear, open up, try to make this one smooth movement. Water pours out of right ear, chin follows back to center along right collarbone. We're going to take that 1 more time going in that direction, and then 2 more times starting going the opposite way. So breathe in, exhale, tuck the chin, send it over to the right. Start sending the head back, back, back. Chin to left shoulder, and you might be taking it at a different pace than me. That's okay. Go at your pace. Just go the opposite direction. Once you get back to center, and then we'll start going the other way. So going up towards the left to start. Continue to breathe. Remember, 1 round is coming all the way in one direction and then back the other way. So you've got 1 more round where the left is starting. Good. And come back to center. We're going to lower down to our backs. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Arms long by your side. Just focus on tilting up with only the tailbone to begin with, just the tailbone, and then lowering it down. Just the tailbone lifts and lowers, lift and lower, and then one vertebra at a time, everything lifts. Tailbone, sacrum, low back, middle back, one vertebra. Upper back, well, maybe, probably not lifting very much through the cervical spine, but take a breath in, activate through the glutes, activate through the hamstrings by pulling the heels of your feet back towards your glutes. Breathe for 3, 2, keep the squeeze, and 1. One vertebra lowers one at a time, down. Beautiful. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock and roll the length of your spine. And then find a tabletop pose when you are ready. Wrists underneath shoulders. Knees directly under hips. Just kind of wiggle it out for a second. It's always fun to do. And then inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, shine the heart. Gaze goes up. Exhale, cat spine. Tuck the tailbone, articulate through one vertebra at a time, just like we just did. Inhale, cow. Cat. One more time with your breath. Breathe in, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Now find some barrel rolls, dropping through the right shoulder like you're trying to clean out the inside of a barrel with your torso. Starting going right for 3. And then when you reach the top, take it the other way. Left shoulder is now leading. Good. Come back to neutral. Ground down through your left knee and your right palm. Send your right foot back in space. Squeeze through the glute. Dial the right toes straight down behind you to keep neutrality, squareness. We want closed hips here. Send the left leg long. You can either have the back toes, or the left toes rather, tucked or untucked, depending on what kind of stability you need. Take a deep breath in. Find length through the spine. Exhale, crunch, knee to elbow. Inhale, find length. Exhale, crunch. Breathe in, lengthen. And crunch. Breathe in. And crunch. Breathe in. And crunch. Take 5 more. 4. Stay with the breath for 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You can relax the left palm down for a moment. But we're going to keep the right palm grounded as we inhale, lift the left fingertips high to the sky. Circle out through the wrists, going one way and the other. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach the left arm high. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm goes through. Right arm can either reach overhead, or you can take a bind, wrapping it behind the small of your back, maybe finding that hook of the inner left thigh. And breathe. Take 2 more rounds. Good. Right fingertips reach up, ground down through the right palm, lift the left hand high. And exhale, left palm drops down to left palm and right knee are our base. Left leg lifts. Find that stability. Embrace the core strength. Pull the belly button into the spine as right arm lifts up. Right bicep boxing your ears. Left toes dialed straight down. Belly button pulls in. Breathe in. Exhale, crunch. Breathe in, lengthen, and crunch. Keep the gaze nice and soft. Keep the breath as soft as you can. keep going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If right palm needs to ground, you can ground it, taking a moment, or reach right fingertips high to the sky. Find those wrist circles. 1, then the other way. Take a breath in, lift yourself up out of your pelvic girdle, and then find the twist, or the threading of the needle, rather. Right arm reaches over to the left side of the mat. Left arm comes to mirror what you did on the first side. You're here for 4 rounds of breath. So take it. Slowly start to unravel with the left palm. If you've got the bind, ground down through it. Breathe in, reach the right fingertips high. And exhale. Right palm lowers to the earth. Ground down through the toes. And then press your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. We'll take a couple of spinal waves in our downward facing dog. So as you inhale, bend through the knees, and exhale, send yourself forward in space, rippling through the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Find high plank, and then like someone's picking you up from your tailbone, lift yourself all the way back up, 1 vertebra at a time. It's a downward facing dog. Breathe in, bend through the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, ripple through high plank. Tailbone leads to downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees, ripple through high plank. Down dog. Breathe in 1 more time to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees. Exhale, ripple through high plank. And lower all the way down to your belly. We'll find a Sphinx pose to start. Forearms parallel with the long edges of the mat. Tall through the crown of the head. Pulling the shoulder blades together and down behind you, behind your rib cage. One more breath. Now, your legs were probably not activated. Activate them now. Zip the legs together. Squeeze through the glutes. Ground down through your fingertips to 10 and 2 on the top corners of your mat. Exhale everything out. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift through the chest. Heart shines high. Exhale, lower down. Take that 3 more times. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Cobra on the inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Last one. Inhale, cobra. Lower it. Inhale, full locust. Everything lifts. Feet lift. Arms lift. Let the fingertips energetically pull back so that you open up even more and lift through the chest and the heart. We're here for 5. Breathe. 4. Lift a little bit higher for 3. Just 2. I'm right here with you. In 1. Find child's pose. Palms to the earth. Send the hips back. Knees nice and wide. Couple of breaths to reset. And then find your downward facing dog when you're ready. Hips nice and high. Take a deep breath in. Reach your right leg towards the sky. And exhale, right knee to right elbow. Send it to your left elbow. Bring it back to center. Lower your right foot between your palms. You can either lower through the back knee or come into a high lunge here. Take a deep breath in. Right hand grabs onto left wrist. Find a side stretch over towards your right. Feeling that beautiful opening through the entire left side of the body. Maybe gaze tracks up to the sky for a balance challenge. Come back to center on your inhale. Palms come to touch, and then prayer twist over towards the right. Left elbow hooks outside your right knee. Really press against the palms, press against the left elbow to lift your belly button up and away from your spine. Open through the arms, maybe gaze up, breathe. For 3, for 2, find high crescent lunge in 1. And exhale, palms to frame your right foot. Lower down to your back knee. And we're going to find gate pose. I'm going to be facing towards the back of the mat to begin with, but left knee is bent. You can have left toes tucked or untucked, doesn't matter which. Knife edge of right foot is grounded directly out to the side, right leg is long. Breathe in, reach up. And exhale, gate. Right fingertips just linger down the side of the right leg as left fingertips reach up and over. Maybe you twist open, heart shines to the sky, breathe. On an inhale, rise back up. And then exhale, palms to that bent knee side of the mat, whichever knee is bent. Come back to down dog. And then we'll take it all over again on the left. Left leg lifts on a breath in. And exhale, left knee to left elbow. Send it over to the right. Bring it back to center. Lower the left palm, or left foot rather, between your palms. Find your height that feels good. Breathe in, reach up. And exhale, left palm now grabs onto right wrist. You can either have the gaze grounded or you can slowly play with lifting it. Keeping the weight heavy through the front left big toe. Breathe. Come back to center, breathe in. Palms come to touch. And prayer twist over the other side. Woo! Keeping that lift and length in the belly, through the spine, open through the arms. Breathe here for 3, 2, back to high lunge in 1, and low lunge. Palms frame your left foot. Lower the back right knee, and so that I'm not facing towards the back again, I will do a little switcheroo. But right knee is bent, left leg is long. Knife edge of left foot is grounded. Breathe in, reach up. And gate pose over to the left. Finding that beautiful side stretch again through right side body. Breathing into it. One more breath. Squeeze through the core to come back to center. And then sit down on your bottom. Come down to your back. For some supine twists. Several options for supine twist. If you want to keep your legs neutral, like this, or pop a block in between them, or even like a pillow, folded up towel, that can help alleviate some pressure if you've got a lot of tension in twisting through the low spine. If you want to intensify, then you can wrap the right leg over the left to begin with. You're going to be twisting over towards the left, so right leg crossed over left knee, and you can either find the double twist or just leave it like that. Breathe in. Exhale, let the legs drop over to the left. Super kind of important is to keep your shoulder blades velcroed to the mat or to the earth beneath you. So if that means you pop a block underneath this lifted knee or knees, again, or have the block between them, that can help find that regrounding through the shoulder blades. Maybe you twist all the way through the cervical spine, bringing that back into play by gazing over to the right palm. One full breath before we take it to the other side. Squeeze through the core. Pull everything back to center on an inhale. And switch it out. Left knee crosses over right. You can find whatever amount of twisting feels good. Send the legs over to the right. Both shoulders remain grounded and maybe gaze to the left. Two more breaths. Squeeze the core. On an inhale, drive everything back to the center line. Unravel the legs if they are. And then rock from side to side, gently pulling the knees into the chest. Take an inhale, come to stillness at the center. And exhale, happy baby. Again, lots of options. You can either grab onto the back of the thighs, shins, ankles, or feet, wherever you're at. Just make sure your low spine, again, stays glued down to the earth. And then if it does, you can find those rocks, or you can play around with lengthening through one or both legs, whatever feels good. Just neutralizing, finding length through the spinal column, slight tuck of the chin. Two more breaths. Relax the feet. You can stay there for longer if you wish, or rock and roll the length of your spine to come back up to a seat. Thank your spine, thank your back muscles for being here. Thank you for being here, giving yourself some love for the past 20 minutes. Let me know how it went in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.